Look, it was a time I needed a detox from social media, and I went a full total year, you know. And I know it's a lot of you in the hole of scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling and scrolling till your brain rot. And I'm gonna be getting into the benefits if you take a break from social media. I personally took a year, and I'm just gonna tell you my experiences and the things I've overcome while off social media. So let's get into it. Look, first to start off, you focus on your life. You know, what are hobbies you can do to fill up the gap of you being bored? And I realized a lot of successful thoughts come from being bored. So if you can find certain hobbies, I found certain hobbies for myself within the year time span. And to be honest, man, I locked into my crafts like YouTube, overall working out, maximizing my income. And let's start off with, man, I've gotten so far from watching other people movies and playing video games and just, despite the dopamine all the way up, so it's like always getting fulfilled. I learned that without social media, your dopamine isn't always getting spiked all the way up, but with you going through boredom, it's the creative space you need to be creative at times. It's the space you need to be more focused at times. It's the space you need to be focused on your movie. See, it's like when you go on social media scrolling for hours and hours and hours at pointless content that isn't directing you towards your lane or what you want to do in your movie, or isn't keeping you on track of what you want to do in your life. It's like stirring you away from what you're really supposed to get to in your life, what's really destined for you. So imagine you just drifting off into space on this journey that isn't even for you because you chose to watch someone else's movie and be in this dopamine spike in your own two lens of just on social media all day and just endless scrolling. You know how I be on TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, and things of that nature. I'm not counting YouTube because YouTube is a very informational app that you can learn a lot. So YouTube is something I would count as something that you still can use, because personally, me, I've learned so much from YouTube. You can learn great marketing skills, great communication skills. You're getting the value from this video right now from YouTube. So I learned that anything is possible, honestly. Like you see all this stuff online, and then you just kind of like put yourself in this boat. Like, is it really possible? Is it really possible? Is it really possible I can go get more? Is it really possible that I am the main character of my movie? Yes, dog, you are the main character of your movie. You just have to lock into your movie and live in your truth. And I found, a life without social media, you're living your truth, because I said one thing. Sometimes on social media it's two negatives, and the trendy things, the trends could make it seem like it's a positive. So you start to do the trend and things of that nature, and it's not even something that was in your heart to do, or it's not even something that is aligned with you to do, but because you've seen it on social media, you believe it's right to do. You got to the point where you adopted the action of doing it because your mind psychologically was like, okay, let's do it. I keep seeing it every day because you're on social media every day. So you start to do other people's actions, okay? So I realized a year without social media, you do your own actions, okay? And honestly, I've became so far from where I was and were yesterday, you know what I'm saying? Because every day we grow that honestly, man, I'm way better than I was the year before after taking a break from social media. And I have a crib, I have a car, I'm independent as a person. And life is good, man. Life is very, very good. But another thing social media taught me, how to actually use social media. How to use social media. I use social media for business purposes. I learned how to knock out the BS on social media and, really dive into what's really valuable on social media and how to monetize things on social media, because social media isn't bad. You just have to know how to use it and what is best for you to be on social media. So I learned that, and I learned that everything you can really monetize. And entertainment wise, just keep a peace of mind and keep a certain way of thinking to where you aren't really fazed by the content you are taking in. It isn't affecting your truth of who you really are, because you can go through, watching all this content and slowly you're just, becoming someone else that you weren't even supposed to be. You're, getting so used to spiking your dopamine so high that really you're not really the person you were supposed to be. So understanding these things took me to the next level, man. And honestly, at the start of the journey, it's tough, man. You find yourself just naturally, your fingers is just kind of clicking on the button to go on social media. But honestly, you gotta just move past it. You gotta be able to just say, you know what? Nah, I'ma just lay off on it and see where I'm at in my life, because you wanna be in a certain place in your life to where you proud of where you are. You don't wanna be in this place of constantly not proud of where you are and then on social media seeing people who's proud of where they are in their life. Or just watch people live their movie and you aren't living your own movie, bruh. So these are things I just came to realize, and it's brought me a long way. It's gave me a peace of mind. I took on the action of listening to audiobooks, podcasts, and things of that nature that I can just listen to and plug in, and to where it's valuable, there's nothing wrong with entertainment, dog. There's nothing wrong with comedy and, car content. I love my car content. And things of that nature, ain't nothing wrong with that, dog. Honestly, you just gotta know what is beneficial for you moving forward. That's what this whole channel is about. That's what this whole thing is about in this lifetime. Prospering, focusing on your purpose. And I've took on a journey of taking a year off social media, and these is the results I got, because it's about the results, dog. It's about getting better, dog. It's about running it up till we can't no more, dog, because we remember the times we was in the mud. We remember nobody believed in us. We remember we didn't believe in ourselves. So it's like when you sit in that point of creative space, the space of getting better, the space of, okay, how can I elevate myself so things don't gotta be as tough for myself and I can genuinely do better for myself. You thrive. So do things that make you thrive. You don't have to take a year off social media, but you have to dive into that creative space. You have to dive in what you was here to do. And all you do is tap into that, because the power is within you. The struggle you going through, you can get through that struggle. You just have to find a solution. You just have to realize the power is within and thrive through the doors that you're going through, because the doors you're going through is the key to your elevation, is the key to the next level, is the key to the next things you see in your life. But if you keep seeing things through this virtual screen or on this TV, you gotta understand something. Your eyes is the movie as well. So be that player inside that, is able to get outside and live his movie. You know what I mean? And it's all for educational purposes, to be the best person of ourselves. You know what I mean? And understand that we gonna go through trial and error. I understood that after a year off social media, that trial and error. It's no way of running from it, because it is my reality, and it is beautiful because it is what makes me stronger. I had more time in the gym. I had more time to myself. I had more time to think. I had more time to prosper, and that's what I did, man. So today, man, young man who has a crib and has a car of his own, it was due to, limitation and learning how to use social media. And the year did that to me. As a younger guy, a younger boy, at a time, I really didn't use social media at all. You know what I mean? I didn't use social media at all. But it started off with video games. I would spike my dopamine all the way up, and I kind of got used to that. I had to bring it down some. I had to go without at times, because success, you realize, it's all about repetition. Okay, it's all about repetition. So when you get used to putting in repetition, it's this sense of, okay, well, I have to go without, and it's sometimes gonna get boring. I have to find peace in the boringness. I have to find creativity in the boringness. And I have to find what works for me in this lifetime. And all of these answers will get answered while going without social media at times. And it's a beautiful process, man. It's a beautiful, enjoying the cough, enjoying being sick at times, working through it, because this is all you have. This is all I have. So that's why I appreciate you investing your time into, my videos, because you want to win. You want to be successful, even if it's your first time tuning in, because we are going to win. We are the ones that are going to put ourselves through the repetition and through the boringness and through, enjoying the present, even if it is boring, because it's ups and downs in this lifetime. You enjoy that when living your movie. Look, you don't have to take a year off social media. You know what I'm saying? You just have to focus on living your movie. You just have to focus on living your movie, and you will prosper. Because that is when you see the trial and error in your life, to where it is okay. You realize it is okay. It's life. And life will teach you a lot. So I was really using social media as a business point. Yes, to share my life at certain times, but a lot of business for me on social media, because social media is a great tool. It's not a negative thing. It just can be a negative thing when you are tuning into the stuff that isn't for your prospering and always spiking your dopamine. It's nothing wrong with spiking your dopamine. It's just when you always do it in the sense of not living your own movie. Make sure you live in your own movie and take care of yourself. Like, comment, subscribe. You gotta subscribe, man. If you don't subscribe, you'll be lost in the hole in your life, and just continuously just going by. And we want what we want to get to in our life. So you gotta subscribe and take care, and realize you a king and you a queen with a legacy ahead. And we gotta take care, and we gotta push through the mud that is in our present and that will be ahead, because the dopamine will get spiked. But we gotta live our movie. We gotta be able to create the moments through the boringness and through the times of hardship, through the times of people being weird, and we gotta grow. I promise you, dog. You know what I'm saying? And you realize who you really are during these times of, sticking with yourself and living your own movie. Because so many times people will be like, yo, dog, you so motivational. This is just how you are all the time. Yes, that is how I am all the time, because I found who I am. I found peace in who I am, man. This is genuinely what I love to do. So I love you. So you gotta subscribe, because we gotta go up, my nigga. And you gotta find out who you is, so you can live your legacy, because you have a legacy. I'm gonna let you know that. And you are the one to tap into the power within and create this whole reality for yourself, to create your success. So like, comment, subscribe, and keep a peace of mind. And I'm holler at y'all in another one.